Right then, watch your step. Get in the vehicle now.
As I am continuing the story, in each episode, and this is the fourth one, which I am recording today.
You have to get the divorce from your husband as soon as possible.
I am already separated from him. Then why I need to get the divorce from him?
How the social workers are trained to threat the people and to use them for their own benefit and fill the court bundle, the family court bundle, with the false statements. This is all about that. The woman, they come from abroad, they find a British man, whether online or with any other sources. The men, they don't know much about that. They just want to find someone to marry, to have a family life. If they can't find someone locally, then they look abroad, because it's much easier to find there. Yeah, it costs so much money, visa, so much effort, and the other cost. But some people, they have a good job, they can afford, they do this. But they don't know, most of them, what is going to happen to them when they bring their spouses to this country, and how they use them to report false domestic violence against them just for their own agendas. First they use them as their passport to arrive in the UK. Then they use them again for the things like visas, another financial support, accommodation, and so many other things they can get for free. And then they use the same people, the same men. And the authorities supporting them, those women, give them confidence so they openly can do this without any fear. They know no one will ask them anything. Only the innocent people will be going into hell, and they will benefit because the authorities and the organizations are on their side, on the woman's side. No matter how much they lie, how many false allegations they make, all of them taken seriously by the authorities. And the men are getting arrested, even being charged, being put behind the bars for no reason whatsoever. The innocent people, and their voice is not heard because the authorities have the power. That's why. And the woman can get support from them, and they're supporting them. That's why. Finally, when Amir been warned after the arrest not to look for your wife, not to contact her, not to text her, not to email her, don't do anything. If you've done any of those, your bail will be cancelled and you will be arrested again. There will be no bail after that. That's the threat. Why? For what reason? The man spent the money. The man did lots of effort. He found a woman. All he was paying for everything. And he'd been drained totally. Just he wanted to have a family life. Now, he's been threatened not to look for that one. Even he cannot even ask her the question, why did you do this to me? For what reason? No. That's why people are behind the bars, if they act something like that. But Amir thought, if I just sit, do nothing, I will die with the stress, with the grief. And I will go into depression. No one is here to help me. No one will listen to me. No one will come around to ask me. If I'm going to die and my life is destroyed anyway, so I am going to find that woman and ask her, why did you do that to me? I have to bring the reality into the public, not into the authorities, because they ignore. They're not listening to anything, into the general public. At least the people around the world, they should know. Then he found her, which been put far away from London, 170 miles away in another town.
It is funny how a long drive helps you clear your head.
For him, because of him, that he been not able to find her. Why? But he found her, he brought her. Back to London.
I cannot believe we are finally heading to London. It feels like this trip took forever to plan.
And asked her. And she gave all the information to him, from A to Z. Because that was not one time. Now there was an agreement between her and him, because she was staying there in that town for some 6 months, because she was also waiting for her indefinite visa as well, which she got later in 90 days.
Congratulations, you got the indefinite visa very soon. Yes, I am so happy today, and that is what I wanted.
But also she was pregnant as well. They was arranging her delivery in that town. And that's why she was there for 6 months. And he was going every week. Pick her up from there, bring her to London. Whole weekend she is staying with him. Then he is dropping back her there.
Bye, see you again on the next weekend.
If this is happening with her, and he's still nice with her, he's still spending money on her, treating her well, then why she has to run away? Of course course she would be with him, but not permanently, because now they are involved. They don't have to know anything about that. So this is between him and her, and there is a promise. No one will know about this. And Amir was keeping his promise, not telling anyone, but he was questioning her every time for 6 months, every week. And she was telling everything. At the same time, he was recording her secretly, audio recording, and she was telling everything because he wanted to know the reality. Then tell the public, which is through this video now. That's his message. And that will be continued until the whole story is finished. She told that how the Black sisters, when the police handed over her over to them, what they did then to her, what kind of advice she got from them.
One of us will take you to the police station and you make another report to the police against your husband.
What to do next, and how the police were dealing with her, and other organizations as well, which were involved in this case. She told about everything, because this is the only way. He has to bring the reality in the front of the public, or this is a lots of possibility anytime the police will charge him and put him behind the bars, because he already received the warning from the police. The police is preparing to charge him. Yes, he's been released on bail one time, and again been arrested twice, then released on bail. But now the police were looking for something serious to be made against him and charge him. Yes, he received the email from the police solicitor. The police solicitors sent him the email. They are preparing to charge him. Then what he has to do? He was not doing this to go find his wife and bring her home and treat her well.
I told you I'd find the perfect spot.
You really did. This food is amazing.
Then she will tell him. And not only that, she was also pregnant from him. He didn't want that her to be completely disappeared, as if the authority was doing this to make her completely disappeared from him, that he'd be never able to find her again. But he wanted to see his unborn child when the child is born. That's his child. She ran away with his child in her tummy. He wanted to see his child as well. So all he was doing for this, for him was a better way to find her and treat her very well. Don't be angry with her. Don't make much complaint. Tell her, okay, like as she was explaining, oh, well, I didn't know anything. That was the advice of the other people. I got the wrong advice. That's why that all happened. Then sometimes she was saying, because I was telling him that all happened because I was angry because of my pregnancy. My first pregnancy was very bad, making me so much angry. I didn't know what to do, and that was all happened because of the anger. When the Amir asked, okay, if you are angry with me or with anything, you could tell me, don't go, or don't come to my room, don't talk to me, I'll be staying away from you. And anything you are doing, getting angry with me, shouting on me, even slapping me, pushing me, all it was okay. I was not going to complain about that, why you are doing this. But what was the reason to call the police? Your anger is not making your mind to go call the police. So you definitely wanted that indefinite visa in just 90 days and for free and more help and support. You know, if you do, they will take you away from this, from him. They also will give you the accommodation for free, money for free, solicitor for free, medical care for free, transportation for free, the visa is free and very quick as well. So everything is free. That's why those women are taking the advantage. They don't care about whom made so much effort and married them and brought them and spent thousands of pound fortune. They won't care if they have the agenda. Some they don't have the agenda. They are real women, they won't do. But most of them, they come with their agendas. And most men, they don't know about that. And she was one of them. She had her own agenda. Her husband, Amir, was nothing for her. He was just a tool. She used it, and she was keep using it until her agenda is fulfilled. And she getting support as well from the authorities. And he is being dragged into the hell. Every time come, handcuff him, drag him, push him into the police van.
Right then, watch your step. Get in the vehicle now.
And take him to the police station and lock him up there. That's what's happening. And when release him on bail, then warn him, threat him.
You are a criminal, you committed numbers of crimes, and you should be charged.
To put his life more into the hell. Make him so much scared. A fear should be created inside him. And that was happening until now. Amir was living all his life in this country, almost all his life. He is a British citizen, educated in this country, working in this country, paying taxes here. He never had any fear from the police before. Even he was praising the British police, the police service. If there's any good service in the world, that is the UK police. Excellent job they are doing, because he was not involved. He was just looking from outside, looking into their police cars and flashing lights and the siren and the fast running on the roads. It's excellent service. Someone has any problem, any emergency, they arrive just in minutes. That's all he's seen, because he didn't have his own experience. And now what? Now he's sitting at home, he sees heard the police siren from far. A police car is going elsewhere, and he's hearing the siren, and he starts panicking, become nervous with the fear, because he thinks they might be coming to him and knock on his door, and when he opens and they just handcuff him to take him back, because that was happening. That happened many times in the past. 5 times that happened. 5 times. So now he's still fearful. This is what happened to her. An innocent person having a clean record for all his life, never committed any crime before. So there are a lot more to tell. This story will be continued. I'll see you again in the next episode. Until then, bye.